Are you sick and tired of getting ghosted when you turn in a job application? Or you're looking at how there's hundreds, if not 1,000 people that are interested in the job on LinkedIn? I'm here to help you figure out how to get noticed and how to get called for job interviews. Hi, my name is Lisa Virtue. I'm your international career coach here to help you unlock opportunities so that you can thrive at work in order to thrive in life. Check out my podcast, Her Career Studio, on your preferred platform. And like and subscribe and follow so that you can get all the tips when they drop. Today, we are talking about how to get seen and noticed in this crazy job market when you're just putting in loads of applications and not hearing back, or you are hearing back and it's, oh, we've decided to go with another candidate, or any of those other things that they say to you, more qualifications, not at this time, check back regularly. We'd like to keep your application on file. Any of that noise that you're hearing out there, and you're just not getting those interviews. So there's ways to get your resume and cover letter noticed. I'm a professional resume writer and certified life coach and executive career coach. However, today I want to talk about job search strategy, talking about networking and how to get your network to work for you in a way that is very compelling to the hiring manager. Someone's going to say, I'm really curious about this person, and pull your name out of maybe hundreds, if not 1,000 applications. So stick with me and find out about social proofing your job search. So social proof, when it comes to the job search, what do I mean? Let me show you. First of all, the definition of social proof is that basically it's a psychological concept. Okay. This happens in our brain when we are influenced to make a decision by others. This creates a psychological shortcut for us, especially when we're faced with uncertainty. So things like recruiting or trying to find the right candidate for something, this creates a lot of uncertainty in the hiring manager to make the right decision. So social proof can look like you're trying to figure out which restaurant to go to with a group of friends. And so you're looking for recommendations, you're looking for how other people feel about certain restaurants. You're trying to make a decision and you're looking for that social proof. Amazon reviews, just trying a product because one of your friends or trusted colleagues has told you that they really liked it. Okay, so that's social proof. How does this affect you as a job seeker? Well, we're going to go through a hierarchy that I've created for you. So this is property of Her Career Studio. And please do not recopy this or repurpose it. So the rate of effectiveness to be seen and considered for an interview goes up based upon the referral type. And the top of the pyramid is the most direct way to get an interview. Okay. So at the bottom, you'll see cold apply. Well, we know that if you cold apply, that's the least effective way to get an interview because you're just putting your application in, hoping someone notices your amazing resume and amazing cover letter. This can work, but in a tough job market, it's less and less effective. And what happens is, especially right now in 2024, what's going on is that people are not hearing back. They're putting in hundreds. Sometimes I've seen people on LinkedIn say they put 1,000 job applications in. They're not hearing back. So something is broken with their referral hierarchy and trying to get people to vouch for them, to provide that social proof to the hiring manager and the recruiter to give them a shot and give them an interview. Okay. So let's go through these one by one. Let's start at the top. The most direct way to ensure that you're going to get, whoa, that did not work the way I wanted to, that you want to ensure you're going to get an interview and potentially the job itself is if you have a direct relationship with the hiring manager, right? So you see this all the time where a leader will come into an organization and bring people with them from their past organization, people they worked with before, people that they know and they trust. So this is having a direct relationship with the hiring manager. You also see this in nepotism when people hire their family members or their friends. Okay. That's the most direct way. So if you do know a hiring manager and you're looking for opportunity, reach out, make sure they know that you're looking. The next effective way to ensure an interview is that you have a relationship with the confidant to the hiring manager. So this is someone who is a trusted colleague, an advisor, a business coach, someone that this hiring manager really trusts. Maybe it's a partner, life partner, a family member. So making sure that anyone in your network knows that you're searching for a job, people that you trust and that want the world for you, making sure that they know that, because you never know who they know. They could be someone like a confidant. They might not work with the hiring manager, but the hiring manager trusts them. Okay. That's the next way. This third direct way is there's two different methods here. Two different relationships, excuse me. One is that you're working with an external recruiter, and the external recruiter has been hired by the hiring manager in the organization to go out and recruit the best candidates for this position. So if they vouch for you, they also become a little bit of this confidant. So it bleeds in a little bit, but there's usually not as personal of a relationship here. So the hiring manager will seriously consider it and what they have to say about their top candidates out of the people that they have brought to the table. But someone close to the hiring manager has more say. Okay. And there's more trust there. So external recruiters that have secured the contract to source the role have a lot to say to vouch for you. Right. At the same time, this can also be someone internal that is in a very similar position where they're not quite that confidant to the hiring manager, but it could be someone like an executive that is on the interview panel and knows someone they've worked with before. I've saw this, with a facilities manager that had worked with a communications director, and we were hiring for a communications director. And he said, I've worked with this person. She's amazing. We really need to interview her. She got an interview. And there was also an external recruiting agency working on that same role. So it bled into like the same weight that held. Now, he wasn't directly involved in the hiring decision, but his voice mattered. All right. So again, it doesn't have to be someone in your industry. It can be colleagues that worked cross collaboration with you. It can be someone that worked on a project with you. This is why people in your network that you have good rapport and relationship with, and they know your work ethic and your standards, need to know that you're in the job search. Make sure you're reaching out to people, make sure you're staying connected and you're warming up those relationships. All right, let's keep going. Internal referral from someone in the organization. This can look like a large organization, let's say Google, and you happen to connect with someone on LinkedIn and they decide to put it through the system and there's an automated way that they can refer someone. Okay. It can carry a little bit of weight, but they don't know the team or they don't know the hiring manager directly. So internally, organizations love to see recommendations from top stellar employees because great people know great people. So they're looking to trust that social proof. But if they're not part of the direct hiring, there's not as much weight here. All right. Then there's this last one that a lot of people overlook. And this is why I'm making this video for you today. Besides just thinking about your network and where you might know someone, who you might want to reach out to this week and build that relationship with, this is what I'm tagging and I've called a blind referral. This is an external recommendation outside the organization, not a confidant to the hiring manager, probably doesn't even know the hiring manager. And they're putting a referral in blind because they just don't have that relationship. This is more like an Amazon review where you don't actually know the people doing the review, but if it's a credible source or someone that tends to give authentic reviews, or you see where they work or what they do, then there's a little more weight on that. So you're still going to listen, you're going to perk up, and you're going to be curious. And this is what I want for you. I want recruiters and hiring managers to be curious about you. So getting someone to put a good word on your behalf and send a note to the hiring manager and say, hey, I know Susie, she's great. You're looking for this awesome candidate for XYZ title. I think it'd be worthwhile for you to interview her, have a conversation. I have a guide for this. How do you do this? It feels daunting. Some people don't trust me and don't do it. And guess what? They're the ones being left out. They're the ones that are not employing the strategies that work. So if you're trying to get into an organization and you don't know anyone there, and you don't have any of these other referrals to get in, if you're going to cold apply, it's going to be less effective. I am telling you this right now. less effective than having someone outside the organization put a recommendation in for you. This has worked for me. I've gotten interviews that I would not have gotten because the hiring manager told me the reason she interviewed me was because she got a blind referral. I've also seen it work for my clients, and I see it work for people that I network with and other career coaches that work with clients that I have networks with. We talk about our clients and their journeys. Of course, nothing confidential, but we talk in general terms, and this works. Recruiters have told me it works. Hiring managers tell me it works. So go check out hercareerstudio.com and fill out the form to get this blind referral guide sent to you. This is gold. This is career coach excellence at its finest. Really great advice. And if you try it, it will work. Gotta trust me. It might not work 100% of the time, but it's going to get you seen. All right, that's it. That's the referral hierarchy. Social proof. Oh, one other tip. Make sure you have LinkedIn recommendations on your LinkedIn profile, because when people go to that, interview panelists, hiring managers, recruiters, and they see that you're a cool person to work with and other people have vouched for you on there. Again, this is like the Amazon reviews. People are scoping you out. That's what LinkedIn's for. If they see that on your profile, they're going to be curious. They're going to lean in and want to get to know you and see why you're a great person to work with. All right. Hope that helps. Good luck. You got this. And that new job is right around the corner. Hang in there.